Chris, was this play clean or dirty?
I don't think it was a dirty play. I think he made a legitimate attempt to get the ball, and it was just unfortunate that his momentum as he was diving for the ball took him into LeBron's ankle, kind of as LeBron's momentum took him toward Solomon Hill. So it was just an unfortunate play, in my opinion. I saw that Montrezl Harrell, the Lakers player, said that it was not a basketball play, but I say it's a loose ball. So what, in a loose ball situation, what's a basketball play? Like, loose balls, we see guys dive for balls. We see guys reach for balls, jump for balls, whatever. If LeBron was bringing the ball up court, or if he was in triple threat position with the ball, or even just had control of the ball, and Solomon Hill dove for it, then I think it was a dirty play. But that ball was loose, and he dove for it like a lot of players do, and it was just an unfortunate situation. It's interesting, too. Even Montrezl said he doesn't think Solomon intended to hurt LeBron. So I don't know. Maybe he was talking earlier out of emotion and being upset that LeBron was hurt, and then he thought about it a little later and said, look, I don't think he intended to hurt him. But other than Montrezl, other than Lakers fans, I haven't seen anybody say it was a dirty play. LeBron hasn't come out and said he thought it was a dirty play, and no other players around the league did. And we know how much respect LeBron has around the league. I think if players really thought, oh, that was wrong, then they would speak out. At least some of them would speak out and say it was a dirty play.
For me, I don't think it was a dirty play. I just think it's unnecessary. 1 minute into the second quarter, you diving on the floor for a loose ball. That's and I just don't get that. Game 7 of the NBA Finals, because under that scenario, if somebody's going up for a dunk, I can go up and say, I'm just trying to make a play on the ball. But normally there's a rule, like Skip says, unwritten. If guys break away, you don't try to block the dunk. You don't try to put the guy in harm's way and says, well, I'm just making a play on the ball, knowing that you could injure someone. Now, Game 7, game NBA Finals, we saw Danny Green, Skip, try to block Clay. I think Clay was trying to go up for a dunk. And he ended up, I think that's how Clay ended up tearing his ACL. Yep. We get situations like that. All bets are off. NBA Finals, Skip, or Eastern or Western Conference Finals, all bets are off. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, I'm going for it. But Game 42 at 12:37 p.m. in California time, 1 minute into the second quarter, nah, Chris. Like I said, I don't believe it was dirty. I don't believe it was dirty. I do not, but I believe it was unnecessary.
So, this was not a dirty play, and to me, it was just a necessary basketball play, because I have always resented the notion that I have fought since the 70s that NBA games, there's no defense until the last 2 minutes of the game. Baloney, there's not. Solomon Hill is playing almost 20 minutes a game for the Atlanta Hawks while scoring 4 points, averaging 4 and 2 rebounds. He gets those minutes because he plays hard for every second that he's on the floor. So for Solomon Hill to dive for a loose ball that he dislodged, he started what looked like was going to be a turnover for a moment until LeBron spun and regained possession of the ball. But if you look closely, Solomon, in his 8th year in the league, certainly respecting LeBron and the game, he dives, and at the last second, he pulls his punch. He flinches a little bit out of the play because he knows he's not going to allow full force, full weight to carry on through LeBron's knee, because now you're talking ACL rupture. It would be way beyond just high ankle sprain. So to me, I know that Laker Nation needs to blame somebody for no LeBron. We're not sure how long he's going to be gone. We'll talk about that in just a second. But you have to say, well, it was his fault, when in fact it was just a bad break. It was wrong place, wrong time. And I told Shannon earlier, LeBron is simply the most durable star athlete I have ever closely observed. And he's been amazing because he's been in precarious situations before. And if he ever gets the ankle turn, he just jumps right up and walks it off. And I'm like, man, how does he did it in the finals.
Tighten the shoelaces.
Yeah. Didn't he do it against Miami? He just jumped up, and I said, that's incredible to me.
But you said something, Chris. What Skip said is that he got in there and he thought about it. And we hear this video and the music comes on. It's like, oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no. He realized but he's too late, Skip. He already just started. He's already started that chain of events. Skip at the second quarter.
But he did not allow himself to fall all the way through LeBron's planted right foot.
One more step. If he took another step, that'd have been it.
Here's the thing, Shannon.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Here's the thing, Shannon. Nate McMillan, as we know, they fired Lori Pierce. Nate McMillan's taking over. They're 8-0.
Yeah.
And they've been doing it by hustling, by playing defense. They've been really strong at the end of games, but they've been playing defense throughout the game. So this is kind of that new style of play where we're playing 48 minutes all out. And I think that, and I respect it. Look, I'm with Skip. I think he was just playing hard. And I was on with Brandon Marshall this morning on First Things First. He said if that's another player, that's your average player, like meaning in LeBron's place, it might be a torn ACL or MCL.
Maybe.
But LeBron, to Skip's point, is so durable and strong that it just turned out to be an ankle sprain, thankfully.
Well, if it was anybody else, we wouldn't even be talking about it.
No. Well, that's true. Now, back to my point about LeBron being the most durable ever. He writhed. Kuzma said, I'd never heard him scream like that before. Right. Okay, give you that. But then he got up and he began to put weight on it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, there he is again. He did it again. And then they actually played an offensive possession, and he goes to the corner and nails a three to give him 10 points, double-digit points for the 1,024th or something.
I think 36.
Is it? Okay, I thought it was 24th. I just looked it up.
But we way up there. I mean,
okay,
we
but it's like it's that was a stunning shot to make because it kept your streak alive.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he actually looked like he was running back up court to play defense and rethought about it and said, I just can't do this. Mm-hmm. And then under his own power, he didn't need help. He didn't get carried off. He walked off, knocked the chair over, not because he was mad at Solomon Hill. No. He was mad at the situation. This might cost him the MVP that he could win in year 18, which would be unprecedented. And this could cost him a bunch of games toward catching Kareem's all-time point score. Yeah. Okay, so the point is, Chris, back to you. To me, they're saying 3 to 4 weeks, and knowing LeBron, I'd be surprised if it was more than 1 week. It just seems like I don't know why he couldn't bounce back fairly quickly from this.
Well, I hear you. Look, we've seen LeBron. We haven't heard him scream like Kyle Kuzma said. But, every time LeBron gets hit, he falls like it's, a serious injury.
Yeah, he does.
So when he got up and, like you said, he was able to keep playing at least momentarily, I thought, okay, he's good. And even the way he walked back to, you guys are sprained ankles. He walked back. That's not how you usually walk when you really have a sprained ankle. And so I was thinking, okay, he won't be back for tonight's game or today's game, but he's going to be fine. And now, 3 or 4 weeks, Skip, they're saying is optimistic.
What?
There are other estimates that it could be 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
So I would be shocked if he comes back in a week or two. And I think also the Lakers have to maybe protect LeBron from himself. Like, don't bring him back before it is absolutely clear that he's able to play. And he may push it. To your point, MVP, catching Kareem, he may push him. But if he's not 100%, they got to hold off because the finals is more important.
All right, but point of order, the X-rays taken immediately were negative. So there's nothing broken. The ankle wasn't broken, right? Now we get an MRI probably today when the swelling goes down. And we'll see just how extensive the damage is.
High ankle sprain, it feels like it's broken, Skip. But we keep saying LeBron is a fast healer. LeBron is a fast healer in year 10, in year 12. Remember that growing in year 16? I told you, as you start to get age, as we start to age, injuries, Skip, we don't heal as fast as we once did.
Well, it had to be a torn groin. It had to be bad to take that long.
But when you, Skip, you just, hey, them ankle sprain, that high ankle sprain, look, you talking to somebody that had it, Skip, that thing hurt. And I remember when I was in Denver, Skip, I did it. When I go upstairs, I was upstairs for the night.
How did you do it? Do you remember?
The same way that I got tackled. It started in '93.
Somebody rolled up
Monday night game. Albert Lewis tackled me from behind,
Yeah.
and I just skip. It was just like I said. They just Shannon, you got an ankle sprain. Okay, it just
So he tackled you from behind and rolled on your ankle?
No, he tackled me from the back, and my ankle, just like LeBron's got pinned up on it.
Yeah.
He fell on it just like that.
But it wasn't a horse collar.
No, it wasn't a horse collar. It wasn't a horse collar. Almost like Dak, just like that. But he was from behind. How Dak ankle buckled like that.
Yeah.
That's how mine buckled. I had great, my ankle had great laxness in my ankle. You would have broke my ankle.
Well,
And
Dak's buckled into a compound fracture where the
Exactly.
bone came straight through the skin.
And I had a bye week.
Yeah.
And, I stayed. I got treatment, skipping it still. So I just started, no practice, just shot the ankle up.
Okay. And you came back.
I came back in 2 weeks.
Okay. I got it.
But Skip, we wired different in football. We can't.
I think LeBron's wired different.
It's a whole different ball game playing with the injuries that we play with.
So if he's gone for a month, what happens to the Lakers?
It's over.
Shannon says over. Chris says what?
Really?
Wow.
I'm going to be honest. Look, if he's out for a month, but comes back 100%, close to 100%, AD is back close to 100%, I still got the Lakers in the West.
But here's the
It'll
thing.
be tougher. They could be a 6 seed by then.
They're going to be in the play-in.
They could even end up in the play-in.
Okay, now we talking.
But still, Shane, look, it's going to be a tough road in the West no matter what. What if Dallas is your 8th seed and you play Dallas in the first round, or Golden State?
It don't matter.
Or Portland. My point is, no matter where you finish, you're going to have 3 tough series in the West.
Look here.
And
The way we were playing, Chris.
they might end up with the Clippers in the first round.
Chris. If we were healthy, I'm talking about healthy, Bron healthy, AD healthy, nothing mattered. You Skip was all over here gung-ho talking about the Nets got Blake Griffin. The Nets could have had Blake Griffin, Stewie Griffin, Kathy Griffin. We was taking them out in
Duncan
6.
again.
Just stop it. But your day coming. I know you over there, you like, he pretend like he's so disappointed, LeBron. But don't you worry about it.
You realize Stewie Griffin has nuclear weapons.
Don't worry about it. We got something for all the Griffin. Blake too.
Yeah.
But we had something for you.
I never said anything about Blake Griffin.
Don't worry about it. No,
I just need the big
That's
3.
looking good, Shannon. Admit it.
No, they look good.
That's looking good.
Look great. You got 3 of the best. You got 3 of the top 10, top 15 players on one team. Come on, Chris.
You both better beware of the Los Angeles Clippers.
Oh,
Hey,
boy.
Chris.
Clippers.
Chris, that's like saying.
What are they like? They really struggling now, Skip.
No, they're
You know
not.
that.
Chris, that's like saying we're going to put Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and Elon Musk in the room and say, man, they got a little bit of money, huh? You think? You
Like
just
they
got
better
3 of the
be good.
wealthiest people in the world. You got 3 of the best players in the world on one team. And you talking about they look good.
Yeah, they look real good because of who they've got. Chris, we appreciate you weighing in on that. LeBron, we hope you rest up, feel better soon. And apparently, we got the Clippers to worry about.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.